Hello Pirates, and welcome to another Battle Pirates weekly update. Today is Tuesday, June 9, 2020, and we just got the notes about the update 1024, which is about to go live in 15 minutes. Before it goes live, let's take a look at what's new. It's not a big update. So let's just take the main event. Of course, it's going to be the raid starting tomorrow, Wednesday, June 10th. I'm going to talk about the brief in a moment and the new prizes and stuff like that. But here I just want to say it starts tomorrow, runs until Tuesday as usual. So you have 6 days to get your points, get your prizes. The main difference here is that the main difference won't be a Punisher target anymore. They did that last month. This time, there's just 2 targets in the S set and 1 X co-op target. We'll see more in the briefing. Other than the raid stuff, there will be a Titan Rising time-limited campaign where you can get Mega Ship tokens and Mega Ship technology if you don't have your Mega Ship done. Right now, I think most people just don't use it, and those who do only use it for bounty to get those golden nexuses. We also gonna have, this is more interesting, the other TLC running in parallel with the raid is Atoll for the Ferryman. This one gives you Gorgon and Carnage technology, 2 defenders. It's not a hard campaign to do, especially because you can actually use assault ship, so you can use your zealots and do this on autopilot for instant repair. And you can just go and get some tokens if you need to update your Carnages, your Gorgons. This will help you. Another bit of news, it was not expected for this update, but the Saw Factory was going to come next week on the 1025 update. And now what they're saying here is they decided to postpone. A new date has not been given, but Kixeye apparently feels that with all the changes recently, HTML5 and PvP new rules, it'll be too much too fast. I agree, and even if the actual reason is that they're having quality issues, I much rather they delay this for a few weeks until it's good and they can bring a balance and high quality content to the game that doesn't break everything. Like recently, the UAV on the Hellswarm kind of broke the whole balance of the game, in my opinion. 1 or 2 UAVs taking down entire bases, I don't see the sense in that, but I'm rambling. Anyway, then we had some bug fixes. Now let's move on to the raid briefing. So the raid starting tomorrow, Tribunal. It is the final raid for the current assault cycle. Next month in July, we will start a new cycle that is Skirmish. And so this week, we gotta win all the technology we'll need for that raid. We already had the armors on Forsaken Mission for 3 weeks. We now had 10 limited weapons in Pillage that ended just a couple days ago. And now we're gonna get the rest of it. So as I mentioned before, 2 S targets for the Zealots, 1 co-op X target for the Zealot. There is a lengthy note here where they actually say the Spotlight Aura technology has changed. For those who don't remember what that is, the 4 circles dancing around that Valkyrie carrier in some targets, that's the Spotlight Aura. That is what's changed. And they're saying now the way they circle the ship, it will be different. It's just saying here, auras no longer rotate freely from the hull. So I understand that to be as they'll only turn when the ship turns. But I guess we'll see tomorrow exactly what's the difference. The most important point they're saying is the damage hasn't changed. The damage done by that aura, apparently it's still the same. So new content, the Mutineer, which already comes with 3 levels of upgrades. The new regular weapon, the drum roll Gatling gun. So for those of you not getting the limited Freedom Fist, you can get the drum roll Gatling gun and just use it all across your fleets. There's also two specials, and we'll look at them in a moment, the Liberty Belt and the Impact Overdrive, with a few badges and achievements. So this is the looks of the ship, the artwork of the Mutineer. It has 190 million armor, which is a big escalation from the Riot. Big concussive damage bonus, which will be highly increased by the specials. We'll see that in a moment. Some evade and no deflections. I mean, you see here in defense, it has no deflections, no resistance to anything else. The only defensive stat it has out of the box is 15% evade. Looking at the speed, 36, it seems fairly fast. So once you put the specials in, it should get to 72 or something like that. Some sonar, 3-hour repair. That's been a constant in the past many raids. No matter how much armor it has, it's 3-hour repair per ship. It has two special abilities. The first one is an aura that it can be applied 5 times, so all ships. It affects all mutineers, and here we can see the name of the Mutineer flagship is going to be the Merciless Mutineer. This one we know is not going to be in the raid, but it's going to be probably 3 weeks down the road on a pillage before the first raid has to be used. But back to the aura here, the Sea Dog Shanty. It has a small range of 40 and it adds 4,000 survival against explosive and concussive damage. Times 5 auras once you have all 5 ships, this is giving you 20,000. Plus I think it's 6,400 from each armor piece, 2 and 2. So I believe the ship at U0 will potentially already have 32,000 survival. And then there's a built-in weapon. It's a mechanic that I don't fully understand. It seems to be something new. It says you can only have 4 pieces of ammo loaded in there, and it steals ammo from ships. I don't know what it means within the 115 units. Maybe that's a specific target you gotta do to load that. Well, we'll see. But anyways, once you steal that, you have 4. It's not affected by any special. So this number you see here, 2.5 million damage, will not be increased by any specials. Reload won't be increased, although it's already at 0.2. So you don't even need to rank or anything. It's already as fast as any weapon in this game can reload. Has a firing angle of 45 degrees. It remains to be seen if it's pointing forward, if it's pointing to the back or to the side. I believe it's to the front. But that's just guessing. I have no information on that. It has splash. It has a 93 range, which I believe matches the Gatling gun. The depth charge, or is close to that. And 100% accuracy. So it has accuracy and a little bit of splash. Fires the 4 projectiles real fast, and then you gotta reload by stealing from the enemy ships. First special here, the weapon, the drumroll Gatling gun. This is the regular death chart, 20,000 damage divided by 4, reloads every 3.2 seconds, so you probably gotta work on this a little bit with rank and specials and so on. Same submerged damage. And it has a wind up that doubles the damage over the duration of 4 seconds from 20 to 40 as long as it keeps firing. If it stops firing, it starts to wind down, and 4 seconds without firing, it's back at 20,000. First special, the Liberty Belt. This one gives you reload and damage. And then we have the Impact Overdrive, which gives you 2 things, and you gotta be careful reading that special, because it gives you a critical chance of 15%, but it does not list what is the critical damage. It's usually, when it doesn't list, it means it's plus 100%. So a critical shot would have double damage. On top of that, it has a regular concussive damage bonus. It doesn't say critical concussive damage. It's a regular concussive damage bonus of 42%. So when you add 42%, 1.42 times 1.95 times, where is here in the ship? 4.75. It's going to be huge, the kind of damage output this ship will be dealing. This is the first badge. for getting the Mutineer. Then there's another badge for being able to do the co-op target alone and scoring 1 million points, which is the maximum you can get. And then just a list of the targets. I mean, nothing, you will have to see the targets to understand them better. Looking at the price store, of course, what we just talked about, Mutineer, the regular Gatling gun, 10 blueprints for the limited Gatling gun, which is a little bit stronger. The 5 of the Impact Overdrive, so clearly Impact Overdrive is a limited special, you gotta get it 5 times. The Liberty Belt says maximum 1, so it's not a limited, it's a regular special, you only need to get it once. And the upgrade kits, important here, you don't need to get everything. You can get them in increments of 10 for a smaller amount of points, or in increments of 50. Since this doesn't apply to the flagship, and to get a ship from U0 to U3 you need 100 kits. By getting all 40 of the 10s you get 400 kits. That's enough to get the 4 regular ships up to U3. If you don't get them all, don't sweat it. There will be a TLC, as we've seen every raid, every cycle. There will be a TLC. On that TLC you get more kits. There will be next raid, you get more kits. But if you can, of course, if you find this raid easy, go and get 400 kits in total. So either you redeem all 5, or you redeem 8, not 10, only 8 of these 50 pieces kits. Because then, you know, if you have 8 times 50, you get the 400 you need to go to U3. You can get more if you already want to get ahead of going to X1. Again, if the raid is easy, go for it. Other than that, some PvP prizes. You can get Hell Swarms if you don't have them, the Salamander Mortar if you don't have them, Mongoose Heavy Rocket Turrets if you don't have them. And if your Zealots are not 100% done, you can get them advanced even during the raid, because there are build tokens in here, there are upgrade tokens in here, which maybe if you have a ship that's still not X1, or if you have ships that are still not U3, you can go use those tokens and try to get them done. Try to get a final refit to, you know, improve your ships. And that's it. You can also get some gatekeepers here at the bottom. Of course, there's going to be a whole bunch of other prizes. These are just the highlights. I hope you found this helpful. So that's it about the raid starting tomorrow. I wish everyone good luck in the raid and have fun. See you next time, pirates. Take care. Until next week.